Greetings, my dear Virgo. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Welcome back to my channel. This is a mid-month check-in for the month of August 2020. Please take only what you will. I am working with a combination of decks, the Jogo de Cartas Cigana de Sorte deck from Portugal, as well the Legítimo Tarot deck from Spain, and these are combined alchemically. Remember that the three portals are evocative of merely forms. These have certain characters within them. These characters do things, and it's your job to discern what fits your narrative, if it fits at all. Do not force anything. Let the vision sort of come to yourself, and I wish you the best when it comes to your path, what you choose. Take only what you will. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is for the energy of Virgo in August 2020, mid-August 2020. The overall energy within this reading, in particular, is the Chariot in reverse. This has to do with the emotional body, the motherly connection, the feeling of nurture, as well as the unification of opposites in order to move forward with an emotional purity in a cardinal way. This is challenged. There's something about the space that you inhabit as you are the charioteer that cannot move forward because of certain blocks when it comes to the spaces that are occupied by structures that may be overbearing on you. You're trying to essentially find the truth within these and how you can find prosperity within these and come into power. But as you look through the haze and burn through the night, there is a possibility that a connection will appear that will help foster on this path a sense of growth, or perhaps there's something about the boundaries that they represent that will lead you to a choice in love. And that is a small lineage. However, the main energy is that of the Chariot in the reverse, which is all about potentialities. It's about the ability to notice that there are emotional resonances within your own instrumental self that can be used to propel yourself in various ways, whatever they may be. Now, the three portals are here, 1, 2, and 3. The first portal has to do with you essentially finding roots, or at least the roots coming as most prominent within your current self. In the past, there's something about others, or perhaps one particular other, that was once taking from you a bit too much than they deserved. The season of the rat here is here, as well as the wisdom of oak, the wisdom of the roots that go quite deep into a connection that is essentially befuddling in some sort of way. We have dual sevens here, Seven of Rods as well as the Seven of Cups. It has to do with illusions, Venus and Scorpio, as well as Venus and Leo in a way. There's something about this energy that has to do with eccentricities and understanding some of the core fundamental differences that partition you and this person. There's something also that's crowning within this situation of a return back to some emotional resonances or emotional understandings that you've been ruminating over as the charioteer. There's a great deal of distance that you and this person has had, and after the tribulation, after the confusion, you're understanding the root of certain causes of different motivations, different behaviors that have to do with them essentially taking from you in some sort of way. But there's always a return. And with this energy, it's like you're kind of numb to some of the emotional sort of undertones that have essentially reckoned with or ruined the connection in some sort of way. But it also serves as what feeds the oak, what feeds the roots within the grounds of the situation. Underneath it all, there is an element of death as well as regeneration. The Nine of Pentacles is here in the reverse, meaning that there is a hinting towards like a reanimation of sorts, reanimation of old emotions on the crown, that could be having to do with this person's sort of needing to be always a winner, or being very, very, very tensed up, very eccentric in their intensities, and it's terribly. Yeah, I think you're getting to the root of the problem, and it's no longer causing you some sort of delusion, which is a good thing. Okay. Second portal is here. Second portal has to do with the promise on the crown, some sort of symbology when it comes to Virgo, when it comes to promises as well as promises of passion. Below that, there is passion, essentially trying to be healed or purged out, or perhaps there's something deep down inside the connection that has to do with some sort of hidden fate. Okay, hidden fate that takes the course or the cause with something different. But you're rising into power, becoming the emperor, and moving on. There's something that you're looking to, which is more in the first portal, some sort of empowerment through understanding some of the complexities that this other person may represent. But also there is something about judgment here, something that the emperor is not really concerned with, because I think the emperor has sound judgment, and there's something that has to do with discernment of certain things that this person or other people may bring back into your current state of affairs, which has to do essentially with the promises either kept or broken, as well as the sense of fate or ill fate, if one or the other. Very interesting, but I think you're coming into power, and you're more motivated to understand the first portal, which has to do with at one point escapism and death, and the return to what was left to die, which is pretty dark, but deal with it. Now, there is something here that has to do with the cohabitation of certain things that have become impure in some sort of way, some second-handedness, a hidden resource that is now coming to light, and causing imbalance within some sort of offering or a sense of nurture on the crown. It could be your own health, it could be the health of others, or mental health. But this is being in question now because there are secondary sort of secondary responses, secondary releases, or secondary sort of lights that are hidden, and they're coming to light. That's the thing. There's a sense of understanding some of the dual aspects of certain paths that may have been manifesting for you as well as with someone else. The King of Rods is here in the reverse, as well as the Page of Swords. These two are supposed to be making contact, but there is silence between them, as if one has been casted out or exiled in some sort of way. But, I mean, that's the thing. The suns are trying to meet here and here. The hidden sun here with the hidden pentacle, and the sun here, the twin sun is here. So there is a challenge, and the challenge has to do with essentially making communication in one way, shape, or form. Communication that is based on essentially the ability to truly stand in the face of adversity and to stand in the light and to rise above all of that nonsense when it comes to, say, the mutual disempowerment of the voice as well as core manifestation on your end. There's a difficulty in finding a sense of power, empowerment here. There also is a split or a divide between masculine and feminine, the backs to each other. A secret is here, secret that is challenging, that has to do with either pain or pleasure or peace or glory in some sort of way, joy. there is a need to assess on one end if this is truly something that could be construed as peace or joy or peace, or the inability to do so. This third portal is a reckoning. Things are coming into light, and all the characters here are essentially in reverse. And there's a great challenge that has to do with secrecy and the energy of the moon. Some of the emotional things that you've been avoiding in the first portal as well as the second portal, something that you were supposed to purge out here, this person was supposed to purge out, it's coming back, and it's coming back with a vengeance. Um, and that's the thing, the waters that emerge from this move you. And that's the thing, if you really want to move forward cardinally, there's something about the energy of the charioteer in reverse here that has to do with essentially moving forward righteously in the right way, to understand dualities between masculine, feminine, son and father, um, left and right. There's a loyalty here that is quite profound, but it's so strange. Like the sun is just the center of this, and it's bringing to light everything here that seems to be a product of misconception or misconstruing different wavelengths or different characters that cannot be truly in their power. There's something about this that has to do with essentially them being showed for their faults, and even yourself, and them essentially coming into light. And there's a sense of happiness because of this. There's a sense of humanity, of understanding the weaknesses and foibles of humans in general, especially men. And there's something beautiful in that. There's something that is emerging from this that has to do with the energy of finding a way into the creation of truths not seen, as well as emotions not felt, and movements not moved, that will take place in good time. My dear Virgo, hopefully that rang true just a bit. I do appreciate you. Once again, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Please take care now, and I'll see you in good time. Bye.